Those 6 trembling words from his little daughter froze former Navy SEAL Ethan Cole mid-step. He had been trying to rebuild a quiet life after tragedy. Just him and his 7-year-old daughter, Lily, far from the violence he once commanded with calm precision. But when Lily tugged his sleeve, eyes wide with terror, pointing toward the alley where a teenage girl cried for help, the past he had tried to bury exploded back to life. By the time Ethan reached the alley, 5 grown men had surrounded a helpless girl, and the moment Ethan stepped into the shadows, everything changed. Because those 5 men had no idea who they were dealing with. And Ethan had no idea that the Marine general arriving moments later would change the fate of his family forever. Ethan Cole had spent 4 years trying to become someone normal. Someone who cooked breakfast, walked his daughter to school, packed lunches, and fixed squeaky cupboards. He traded the sound of gunfire for the clicks of Lily's crayons, the cold steel of weapons for warm morning hugs. Every day, he whispered to himself, "This is the life. This is peace. Stay here." But peace had a fragile heartbeat. That evening, Ethan and Lily were walking home from her school talent show. Lily had sung him a song she wrote herself, about a daddy who holds the sky up when it's too heavy. Ethan didn't cry easily, but he had turned away, wiping his cheek before she noticed. They passed the old warehouse district, the quickest shortcut home. Normally, Ethan avoided it. His instincts didn't like blind corners, too many hiding spots, too many memories. But it was late, Lily was sleepy, and he wanted to get home fast. That's when Lily froze. "Daddy, do you hear that?" At first, Ethan didn't. Then he caught it. A muffled sob. A thud. A girl's voice begging someone to stop. Before he could even speak, Lily clutched his hand with all her strength. "Daddy, please help her." Those words became orders stronger than any he had received during his service. Ethan's body shifted automatically. Shoulders low, breathing controlled, footsteps silent. It wasn't the return of the soldier, it was the rise of the father. He told Lily to stay behind a dumpster, hidden but close enough that he could reach her in seconds. She obeyed, though her eyes trembled with worry. Ethan stepped into the alley. 5 men, all armed, metal pipes, broken bottles, fists wrapped in tape. The girl, maybe 16, was cornered against a wall, trembling. The largest man snarled, "Walk away. This ain't your business." Ethan didn't speak. He didn't need to. His silence was more dangerous than any threat. The first man lunged. Ethan moved like water. One step, one pivot. His elbow smashed into the attacker's jaw. The man collapsed instantly. Chaos erupted. 2 men rushed him at once. Ethan grabbed one, using the man's own body as a shield as the other swung wildly. The pipe hit his friend instead. Ethan swept the attacker's legs, sending him crashing to the ground. The 4th man tried to stab him. Ethan twisted his wrist, disarming him, slamming the handle of the blade into the man's temple. He dropped like a stone. The last man hesitated, then charged with a scream. Ethan let him come. One shift of weight, one precise strike to the chest, and the man flew backward onto the pavement, gasping for breath. 5 men down, all in under 20 seconds. The girl slid to the ground, sobbing in relief. Ethan knelt beside her. "You're safe now. What's your name?" "Amaya," she whispered. Before Ethan could say more, bright headlights washed over the alley. An armored military SUV pulled up. Doors slammed. Boots hit the ground. A massive figure stepped forward, metals glinting on his uniform. A Marine general. And his expression wasn't anger, it was recognition. "Ethan Cole," the general breathed. "I never thought I'd see you again." Lily peeked out from her hiding spot, confused. Ethan's chest tightened, because he knew that look on the general's face. The past was not done with him. Not even close. The general's name was Marcus Hale, a man whose presence could still command fear in elite soldiers. Ethan had served under him during a joint operation years ago, a mission neither man ever spoke about. A mission that changed everything. Hale approached slowly, inspecting the unconscious men scattered around the alley. Still fighting like a ghost, Hale muttered, "You haven't lost your edge." Ethan didn't answer. His priority was Lily, and the girl, Maya, who clung to his arm like a lifeline. He lifted Lily gently, placing her on his hip as she rested her head against his shoulder. His voice was firm but calm. "General, this isn't military business. Just a girl who needed help." Maya shook her head violently. "No, you don't understand. They weren't just random thugs. They were following me for weeks. My dad, he tried to protect me, and now he's missing." Ethan felt something cold move through his chest. Lily, sensing it, hugged him tighter. General Hale exhaled. "Cole, listen carefully. Maya isn't just any girl. Her father is Colonel David Rourke, one of my closest men. He vanished during an undercover mission 3 days ago. We believe the people after Maya are connected." Maya's voice broke. "They told me, once they caught me, they'd force my dad to give them what they wanted." Ethan knelt in front of Maya, his eyes steady. "And what do they want?" Maya hesitated, then whispered, "Access codes for something called Project Sentinel." General Hale's jaw clenched. "If the wrong people get those codes, thousands of lives are at risk." Ethan's heart pounded, not from fear, but from a decision forming inside him, a decision he had avoided for years. Hale looked him dead in the eyes. "Ethan, I need your help. You're the only man alive who can track these people in time. You saved my men once. Save Maya now. Save her father." Ethan shook his head. "I left that world behind. My daughter, she's my only mission now." Lily tugged his sleeve, her voice soft but brave. "Daddy, you saved her tonight. What if her daddy needs saving too?" Her small words hit harder than any battlefield explosion. General Hale stepped closer. "Cole, I'll ensure Lily's safety while you help us. I owe you that much. And this mission might give you something you've been searching for too." Ethan frowned. "And what's that?" "Closure." The alley fell silent. Ethan looked at Maya, broken, terrified, but hopeful. Then he looked at Lily, who trusted him with her whole heart. The soldier inside him had never truly died. He had only been sleeping. Ethan stood tall. "All right, General," he said quietly. "Tell me where we start." General Hale nodded, and the shadows of the alley felt heavier, darker, as if the world itself was holding its breath. Because Ethan Cole, the most unstoppable SEAL Hale had ever trained, had just stepped back into the fight. And this time, he wasn't fighting for a flag, or a mission, or a medal. He was fighting for 2 fathers, 2 daughters,